Just a brief overview of TSW, and that's our headquarters there in Bridgend. Established in 1966, so quite a long-standing history, built on a lot of quality delivery, and our aim in everything is to deliver excellence in all that we do. We've currently got about 54 members of staff, and just to give you an overview of what we've done this year, we've trained over 500 people on our open programme. We've delivered about 1,500 programmes through in-house training, so specific to the companies. And we've also trained about 375 apprentices this year so far. We're a leading ILM centre, so we've got one of the largest combinations of qualifications based around ILM, and we're a work-based learning contractor for the government as well. As I said, we're Bridgend based, but we deliver not just to the locality and the surrounding areas, but also UK-wide as well. And we've got strong social and community values, which have been developed since we've been established, really, and have helped us to develop our embedded social and community values that the staff all inhibit. As I said, we're a Welsh Government work-based learning apprenticeship provider, and we have been doing this for well over 30 years. This is based on the quality provision that we deliver and also the competitiveness of our tenders. We also deliver the Welsh Government Jobs Growth Wales programmes, helping people back into employment, those who are under 25, who are classified as NEETs, getting engaging those back into work through the Jobs Growth Wales programme. The organisational development, that's my area, the area where we deliver training specific to the individual or to the company, looking at the needs rather than trying to make a programme fit them that we've just taken off the shelf. And we also deliver tailored and bespoke training, looking at the evaluations beyond that and making sure that we deliver return on investment for all of the programmes that we run. And construction skills training. This is where a lot of the social inclusion work has been developed. We've run taste-to-day sessions on a lot of the different trades, from plastering, bricklaying, all different things, and it's been given a lot of people the chance to sample other types of work if they can no longer continue in the work that they've originally trained into. We also have a lot of programmes for school children and the PRU alternative curriculum. We have those as well. And we train people who've been made redundant, so REACT clients, and said any adults who are looking to retrain and move on from the skill set that they've already got. So moving on to Tristan's area, which he heads up, is the social inclusion and provision. So we work in partnership with a lot of third sector organisations, and I know that Tristan was really happy to become a trustee of Trust recently. As I said, we support people who've been marginalised and disadvantaged or socially excluded. So that includes those who have been long-term unemployed, ex-offenders, those with disabilities or illnesses. The range is quite vast. And we deliver engagement and skill development programmes to help people to move on to where they want to be and to give them the options that they think they don't have. We aim to combat the effects of social inclusion in the UK through all of these different contracts that we're running with third sector. So in terms of treat and being a trustee with TSW involvement, we understand the importance of community, social and economic rehabilitation. We know that it's not just the physical things that people need to get over, there's also the psychological elements. People losing their self-image and identity, feeling that they no longer have any belonging and questioning their existence and where they now fit into the world. So it's being aware that people who are recovering from ailments or illnesses have a lot more than just the physical aspect to address. We also realise that there's a potential danger of being marginalised through a number of different ways. Time, based on the time that it's taken them to recover from the physical injury, the time that they've been out of work, the time that it's taken them to actually realise what their new lifestyle is going to be and where they actually now are in the world. Confidence in the ability of what they can do in being in social settings, as was just mentioned, about not people staring or looking at you differently, and also in their identity again. Linking really to the confidence issue, confidence in applying for jobs, in going to training, to looking at a different lifestyle for their future. And it's about building all of those things together, as well as motivation to actually do it, because a lot of people do feel like their life has ended almost and they no longer fit into the world that they were in. As well as that, we realise that there's skill sets that we need to address, whether that's leaving the military and looking at the transferable skills that they've got there, or just looking at maybe what they've done previously and realising that hasn't all been wasted and they're not starting from scratch, but they can actually transfer into another area and actually using all the things that they've learned along the way. So in terms of supporting the board through with TSW, the development of TREAT's business plan is a key area that I know Tristan has been working on and is keen to continue working on. And we're also looking to develop the cohesive approach to community integration, getting people back out there and back into their lives. As I said, looking at social inclusion, it's getting people back to where they want to be and not where they feel they are now, maybe extradited from their current situations in terms of whether that's leisure, work, home life, and generally just socialising and being out there in the world. Economic activity, obviously getting people back into work, getting them back active within the economic sector and realising that they can contribute something and that they might have to contribute in a new way, but that's still just as worthwhile. And then also said looking at the skill development, any shortages that they may need to address, any specific skill sets they might need to look at, as well as around their physical rehabilitation. And also we're looking to support TREAT in all of their missions and goals and aims. So the Support to Treat Centre beneficiaries through skills development, so the programmes that we can offer to the individuals who come through the door and the different programmes that they can access. The transferable employability skills, again, as I said, maybe that's guidance or advice as to where they're looking to go, or maybe to give them an option that they've just never thought of to get them moving and back into the world. We also deliver a range of accredited qualifications, so getting them to realise that the skills that they're developing aren't just centre certificates because they've attended, but they mean something to the world. So whether that's ILM, City and Guilds, the range is endless. And also then support in progressing into further training and education. As we hear, getting people into university can be such a hurdle once they've had a physical injury or illness. And then moving on to any of the activities that we do, we don't want them to go against any of the work that rehabilitation is doing. It's working with them so that we can dovetail and get people working all together. And that is me. So there's contact details there for me and Tristan if there's any questions. But obviously Tristan will be around with a lot of the programmes. Thank you.
Thank you very much.